So, Yassine is the Lebanese finance minister. The minister is with me now. Minister, good evening. You're in Washington at the IMF and World Bank. What do you, I understand you're away from Beirut and from what's happening, but you're obviously what do you understand is the position in regard to this ceasefire?
Of course, Richard, it's a much needed ceasefire, We've been requesting a ceasefire for a while, and I mean, so much destruction has been made, as you just mentioned. The last bridge that has been connecting the south of Litani to the rest of Lebanon has been destroyed today. I mean, over 1 million people are displaced from their homes, from the villages, from the cities, and you have 150,000 in temporary shelters and in tents, etc. I mean, the ceasefire, especially Richard, after the attack on last Wednesday, attack on Beirut itself, where a lot of civilians were killed, where a lot of people were injured.
So, is it your understanding that there will be this meeting between your president and the Israeli Prime Minister in Washington at some point in the next couple of weeks?
Well, Richard, I just heard that, from your program. I was watching a program and just heard that. I have no information about it. I mean, this has happened within the past couple of hours, and I had not been able to get in touch with Lebanon yet. It's middle of the night there now.
Right. Now, in terms of the nature of any ceasefire and a way forward, the Lebanese government is no friend really of Hezbollah, and will be glad to see them disarmed and gone. But at the same time, you want Israel to stop shelling and destroying the Lebanese infrastructure. How can you square that circle for the future?
Well, I think, I mean, we have reached the point where, as I said, a ceasefire is needed. I mean, the issue of disarming or whatever, this can only be done with a political arrangement. So the Lebanese government, the Lebanese army will be, handling these issues, but it has to be given a chance. As you know, Richard, we had a ceasefire agreement, under Resolution 1701. And this for 15 months since the 24th of November 2024. But over the 15 months, I mean, the shelling continued. It did not stop. For one day, it did not stop. Assassinations, killings, all that. And that didn't help, actually, the Lebanese government and the Lebanese army to really do much,
So let's just look to the future, Minister. Let's assume that the ceasefire can be put in place and that there can be some form of long-lasting, and I know that's a big if. Can you see any scenario in which a government in Lebanon can work with a government in Israel for common economic good?
Well, it's too early to talk about that, Richard. I mean, today, let's first of all see, as you properly said, let's see if the ceasefire works. If there's actually, I mean, is the Israeli army going to respect it? Or is it going to be like what happened in the past 15 months that I mentioned, that there were daily bombings, drones all over the capital, all that was happening, So let's see, I mean, first of all, if there's going to be goodwill, there's going to be respect of UN resolutions, and then the government, the future, have to discuss this issue.
In terms of getting Lebanon's economy functioning, you are a country, yes, I understand that you've been bombed the life out of it at the moment, but you are a country with great resources, an educated population, tremendous potential. What, besides the ceasefire, which I agree is a sine qua non of a future, what else do you need from the international community?
Well, at the moment, we need support on the humanitarian level. That's why we came to Washington, in spite of the war going on in our country. We came here to speak to the World Bank, to try and find the resources, to put our case forward to the international community, because I think at the moment the first priority is humanitarian. How do you deal with 1 million people that got displaced within 48 hours? And what are they going to be doing? Even if there is a ceasefire today, there are parts of Lebanon that the people cannot go back to. There are homes that have been destroyed. So we have a huge mission. Yes, we do have a good prospects for the country. Actually, our government, since it took over in February 24, we have built a huge reform momentum. We have done a lot of reforms. We're working on a new banking law. We are working on resolving all the issues that have accumulated since the past. But unfortunately now it has been derailed for the moment. But we have every intention, as we are dealing with the humanitarian issue, to continue with the reforms, to work with the IMF to reach an agreement with them, to have an arrangement, to have keep on building, preparing the country for a better future.
Minister, I'm grateful. You've got very busy times, and I'm thankful that you took time out in Washington to talk to us. Good to speak to you tonight. So